Cassia Moura entered on a single leg, but the real lesson is how she recognized the back take and stayed connected all the way to full back control. Let's break this down. Cassia starts extremely close, with her forehead connected to Sabrina's forehead. That distance matters because Cassia is already close enough to control the hands, create an angle, and enter immediately. Cassia's arm drag starts with where she controls the arm, and she does not grab low by the elbow. She clears Sabrina's hand and reaches high on the tricep, close to the shoulder. The higher grip gives more control over Sabrina's upper body when she begins pulling her across. She is not just moving the arm, she is redirecting Sabrina's momentum and body weight. Cassia is not just pulling the arm drag straight across. The outside step is what creates the takedown angle. With the high tricep control established, Cassia steps her left foot outside Sabrina's stance. Now she is no longer directly in front of Sabrina. She has created the lane beside her before she begins the drag. That is what makes the next movement an entry instead of just a pull on the arm. Cassia's hip drop is what turns this from an arm drag into a single leg entry. Once she has the outside angle, she pulls Sabrina across with the high tricep control and creates the off balance. But she does not stay standing and admire the drag. She immediately drops to her right hip. That drop adds to Sabrina's off balance while changing Cassia's level for the leg. As she drops, she releases the opposite wrist and connects to Sabrina's right leg. The drag and the single leg are one continuous attack. When Sabrina drops to her knees, Cassia comes back up and secures the single leg position. This is where the sequence becomes a decision because Cassia now has the leg, but she also has access to Sabrina's back. Cassia already has the leg, but when Sabrina leaves the back open without a whizzer, she changes the finish. The whizzer is the overhook Sabrina could use to make it harder for Cassia to come around behind her. In this exchange, Sabrina does not establish it, so Cassia does not force the single leg. She immediately steps behind Sabrina and changes from controlling the leg to controlling the waist with a body lock. Getting behind Sabrina is not enough. Cassia still has to follow the stand-up and return her to the mat. As Sabrina begins building up, Cassia stays attached with the body lock and circles behind her instead of allowing separation. When Sabrina tries to rise again, Cassia keeps her head connected to Sabrina's back. Cassia leans to her right and brings Sabrina down to her side. The key is that Cassia is not chasing the back after Sabrina stands. She's already connected while Sabrina is trying to stand. Cassia loses the body lock on the landing, but watch how quickly she replaces that control and secures the back. As they hit the mat, her left foot is already coming across Sabrina's body towards the far hip. When the body lock opens, Cassia immediately keeps one hand tight across Sabrina's waist and controls the trap with the other hand. That replacement control keeps Sabrina close long enough for Cassia to establish a seatbelt and secure her second hook. That is the finishing detail of the back take. When one connection is lost, Cassia replaces it before Sabrina can create space. The key takeaway is that Cassia never forces one finish. Her high tricep control and outside step create the single leg entry, but when Sabrina leaves the back exposed, Cassia immediately changes attacks. Even after the body lock opens on the landing, she replaces that control before Sabrina can escape and finishes with full back control. Time ran out in this round before she is able to secure the finish, but at the beginning of the second round, Cassia uses a similar variation of the takedown to back take off a slope wall where she was able to lock in the rear naked choke. Cassia has successfully hit her patented arm drag sequence consistently at the highest level. That goes to show how confident in the details she is, and the details are what makes this sequence work. If you guys enjoyed, comment the next no-gi technique or mat sequence you want us to break down.